Hey everybody! It's late on Thursday night. Like, not super late, it's only 10 o'clock, but that's way later than I should be going to bed. But you know what? I'm filming a video, so here we are. We had a 2-hour late start this morning. It's a good time. Completely unnecessary in my opinion, but I got to school early, so I can't complain. Early for a late start and everything. I'm finishing applying for a job tomorrow, so if you want to hear about that application process, I'm undergoing 2 of them right now, and I would love to talk about it. Just comment below or hit me up on Twitter, let me know. Another thing, this week has been exhausting. Last week just would not end because, it was like our first real week back since snow, and now it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired. And today was exhausting, and we had a 2-hour late start. So if that doesn't say something. Okay. So, story time number 1. On Monday, I had an EdTPA writing day, which was really kind of pointless. And that whole day was a mess because I started my dance program right after that, and it was so bad. And then Tuesday, I had an observation by my principal. I invited her into our classroom to observe and to kind of just see how everything went in our classroom, especially with this new discussion unit that I have put together. And she and I talked about that today, which I'll explain when I get to Thursday, because it's Thursday night, which I said already. Wow, I'm dumb. Anyway, so then Wednesday was just a normal day. Our end of the quarter is on Friday, so we've been getting kids done, doing things to finish projects, and I've almost taken over everything, and it kind of feels good. I'm not perfect, but it feels good. Feels the way that it should be, I guess. And then today, we had the late start. I went and talked to my principal, and she was really impressed, and she really liked our classroom. She just said it was so fun, and it was good to hear that. I needed it. I also had an observation done by my university supervisor, so I think that's 4 or 5 that he's done now. So I'm plugging along. On Monday, my laptop charger got stolen because it hasn't been turned in yet, because I left it at the conference room that I was in, and I went back to get it, and it wasn't there, and so I asked the front desk, and I called the front desk all night long, and they're like, nobody's turned it in yet. Sucks to be you. So I had to order a new one, which just got here today, and again, I'm trying to apply for jobs and finish my EdTPA writing, which is really difficult to do when your deadline is Friday, and you're supposed to have a lesson plan for your university supervisor, but you can't write it because you don't have a computer, and why would you think to write it on Monday? Because who thinks that you need to write and print a lesson plan for Thursday on Monday? Because things change. Sorry, that I'm annoyed. But anyway, so he was cool with it, and I don't know. It's just I need to be writing my EdTPA. I need to be doing all of this crap. And next week is Hell Week as far as the EdTPA is concerned. And technically we have our last writing day on Tuesday, but I'm not going because I don't want to miss another day of school. And I have to go to the professional development on Monday. So yeah. I've got to be there for 8 hours again, and it's so stupid because it's so pointless. It's I can look this up, figure it out in 30 minutes. Answer one question for me. If you want to get us all together and do the activity, whatever, or not the activity, it's applying for licensure. If you just want to get us together and have us apply for licensure together, it'll take max 2 hours. And then let us go when we're done. And call it a day. That's all the professional development we need. I know we need continuing ed credits, but even the continuing ed credits that we get, we can't use, they don't count until we've graduated and received our license. So, if you wanted to give us all this training, you should have done it in our classes before we graduated. Not make us come back now when we have to take time out of our schedules with our students. No teacher wants to do that, especially not a new one. I'm done with my complaint for the night. But anyway, so I think next week I'm going to tell my dance program, like, I'm going to tell the dance moms on the nights that, like, skirts and stuff need to be measured, like, costumes, and just be like, hey, can you guys take care of this? Like, next week I've got to write all week until my, like, Ed TPA is done. This is vital to my graduation. Like, it's super important. So, that's my plan. And then I'll be celebrating afterwards. And then the first thing that I do when I'm done writing this mess of a essay thingy mabobber is probably write my portfolio. Or put together my portfolio. I don't know. I'm helping another teacher teach one of her classes because I want experience with 10th grade curriculum because I have never taught 10th grade and I really want to teach 10th grade because I want more experience. So I'm doing that. Oh yeah, my plate just gets fuller and fuller. But after my portfolio and my Ed TPA are done, and as many applications as I've got in the works are finished, I'm going to the barn. I don't even care. I need to see my horse because if I don't, I'll explode. And I keep telling my fiance that I miss my pony because I do. And he's not a pony, and don't get mad at me because I said pony and he's not a pony. He's a thoroughbred. And I know a lot about him. I call him my pony because it's a term of endearment for me. I know the difference though, so don't get mad. Anyway, I miss my pony and I love him. But anyway, that's what I'm doing to treat myself when I am done writing these 2 nightmares. And then I will be pretty much done student teaching what I've been doing of it. Most of it I'm getting done while I'm at school. I hardly take anything home because it doesn't get done when I go home, so I just do it in my prep time and my break time, which is what those things are for. So it's been pretty effective that way. Planning wedding stuff, that's a fun time. I'm trying to figure out, we have to go pay our venue, and then we have to meet with our photographer this weekend. It's a good time. So Saturday is going to be dedicated to wedding stuff. So my plan for the rest of the week, since that seems relevant considering what's going on right now, tomorrow is going to be updating all of the grades for the end of the quarter, and then I should be taking 0 things home with me because things are due on Monday, not tomorrow, except for these quizzes, but I can do those during prep or at the end of class or something. Then I'm leaving school right at 3:15 when we're allowed to leave as teachers, and then I am driving to the Subway on my way home. I'm going to get Subway for dinner, like that's what I want. Then I'm going to go look at a house, hopefully put an application out on it. Then go home and, like, make sure everything's together for my application if I don't submit it tonight, which I'm kind of hoping I submit it tonight, so that I can work on my portfolio tomorrow night and work on my, like, finances, because I need to, like, check out my finances. Whoops. And then, yes. And then Saturday is going to be dedicated to wedding stuff. Sunday, maybe even part of tonight. I don't know when I'm going to do it. But I've got some stuff for my dance program to do, which I'm going to do sometime this weekend. I'm thinking Sunday. So that means choreography, getting costumes ready, making sure stuff's ready for, like, next weekend. I'm going to print out some notes, and I'm going to give them to the appropriate people, get in contact with people, all that fun jazz. And that's going to be my Sunday night. And then I'm going to go to professional development on Monday. And I'm going to have a butt ton of things turned in on Monday that I won't be able to grade or do anything with because they turned them in and I didn't have time to do them in class because I was at professional development instead of at school. I'm angry. But whatever. And then, yeah. And then next week, every night is going to be come home and write Ed TPA. Nobody better talk to me. I'm going to have headphones in, and I'm just going to, like, I'm going to close all the tabs on my computer, which is saying something, because I'm OCD about my tabs, and OCD in the way that, like, they're organized, and I have, like, six tabs open with a bunch of windows in each tab, but they're all for a different thing. So, like, there's one for my school stuff, one for my Ed TPA stuff, because I'm, like, taking another class, and then I've got my email on it, and then I've got my school email for the school that I'm teaching at, and then I've got, the drive for the school that I'm teaching at because I put all my stuff into that drive so that the kids can access it. And then I'm putting, then in one tab I said I've got all my wedding stuff. I'm an organized mess. I'm a mess, but I'm organized. I try to be. fun. Okay, that's going to be all for this week's video. So as you heard, as I said earlier, my computer was dead since Monday, and obviously Monday I was at my at TPA writing thing, so I couldn't use my computer, and this weekend was busy, so I didn't get a chance to edit the videos from last week, so I have a legitimate excuse for why it's taken so long, which I'm sorry, but there's a reason. I'll get both of those up by the end, both this one and the last one up by this weekend, so you'll get a double whammy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click the little bell if you want to get notifications for when I post videos, especially if you find them funny, because I don't know, but I find myself funny. Maybe I'm just conceited. I probably am, and I try not to be. But anyway, I love you guys, and bye.